everything is going to work out in its time, in God's timing. He knows the perfect timing. Hey y'all, I'm back. Today I just wanted to catch you guys up because I have been gone for 2.5 months, and it's because I literally gave birth to my daughter. We've moved and so many amazing things have happened within these last few months, and so I just wanted to come back, let you guys know that I am not gone. I just needed a moment. I wanted to take a moment to be present with her, to be present with my family, and I appreciate you guys for just being patient. All the love and comments that you've given me, I've seen it on my short form videos, and I've also seen it on the long form ones that I had up prior. But I just wanted to say thank you to you guys. I want to give you some tips and just some information that I feel like would be very, very helpful. If you are new here, then I'll give you a little information about myself. I am a fashion stylist of over a decade. I'm an ex-CEO of a skincare line. I've worked with so many major brands, and just my experience as a whole, it has taught me so much, not just about fashion and styling, you know, all the glitz and glam that come with working in production, as I've also worked on major production sets. I've also learned so much about personal growth and life and how things can just change in an instant. Literally, my life changed in less than a year, and that's including a home, a baby, an engagement, all these things. So I just want to share so much with you guys that I've learned along the way, and just stay tuned with me because I think you guys would really, really like it. Let's just go back to when I stopped. I was 40 weeks pregnant, and I was not sure like when she was coming. I had no contractions, I had nothing. And then a week later I started feeling something, but I wasn't sure if they were contractions or not. And then literally just like a day before I gave birth to her, they were like out of this world. And I was 41 weeks pregnant when I had her. So that happened. And then the holidays, like she came right before the holidays, 3 days before my birthday. So it was just so much going on. So just trying to balance life with a newborn, creating content, long form content when you're trying to like get things down with the sleep schedule and all those things. It was just a bit much, but I'm so happy now that we have a great sleep schedule with her, and it's just so much easier, even though it's 2 months. And I know people say like, oh my gosh, it's like you don't sleep for a year, you're never going to sleep again. I don't feel like that at all. And I think it's just because I have so much like structure and routine. As you've seen in my previous videos, I'm always talking about a routine. I'm always talking about making sure that you have something to guide your day, especially in the morning. So that's been just everything for me right now. And I know it's going to be for her too, because like everyone, and especially babies, I've realized they love consistency and routine too. So just think about that. As you're born and you're a baby, you love routine. As you get older, you still need it. And so when you fall off, you just get right back on. So that's been what I've been focusing on, is my routine and being consistent with myself. And even if some days, you know, it doesn't go that way, I just pick it right back up the next day, or pick it right back up the next feeding, or pick it right back up after the next nap. Like, that has been amazing for me. So life with a newborn, it was crazy at first, but now it's so much better. Then the holiday season came. We moved into our home literally before Christmas, and then New Year, and now we're here. So I will be providing so much more information just in regards to life, what this past 2024 year was for me and all that happened. And I just hope that it helps and inspires you too. I chose the Confidence Style Connection as the title for this video, Returning, because I really wanted to just talk about transitions in life and how your confidence plays a huge role in the things you can do to overcome, you know, maybe feeling like you don't look the way you feel like you should, you don't feel the way you feel like you should. Because coming out of postpartum, oh my goodness guys, like I weighed 100 and 30 pounds when I found out I was pregnant, and I was 6 weeks pregnant already. And before that, I was 127 pounds or 125 pounds. So coming out of postpartum, and this is after they weighed me and did all of the like liquid from your legs swelling up and everything, I was 161 pounds without her. So I had gained so much weight, and you know, I wasn't able to fit any of my clothes, and I still am, you know, in and out of being able to fit my clothes. I've lost some pounds since then, but it's not just about the weight, because no matter what weight you are, you can feel strong and confident, and you can feel your best no matter what size you are. It's all about your mindset. That's why I titled this video The Confidence Style Connection, because style and confidence go hand in hand. It's something that I've always felt as a stylist. It makes you feel, it just makes you feel like when you wake up in the morning, you put an outfit on based on how you feel. And so when I'm working with a client or when I'm working on a set, I ask them, what is it that you want your client to feel, or how do you want to feel when you're on that red carpet? And that is what you want to resonate. You want that to exude from the inside out. And so I have been, you know, shifting and creating a whole new wardrobe for myself. This isn't the first time. I literally clean out my closet every 6 months. Now I really have to. Like, a lot of the things that I liked before, not even because of the way that it fits, but I just feel like I am in a whole new era in my life as a mom, as, you know, a wife to be, and it's just really made me want to just redo everything. So I'm doing it piece by piece. And what that means is, yes, I work with brands and they do gift. However, I shopped on Revolve. I've shopped on so many different websites that I normally shop on. And you know, it's kind of tricky because you don't know your size. So when you're shopping online, you kind of gotta like try a couple pair at a time. I can actually fit my size in certain clothes and certain brands, and you know how that is, where, you know, one brand may have one size and the other may have a different size, and it's the same size. It's just the fit model, whoever they tried it on. So I can still fit some of those, but just in regards to the transition and creating my new wardrobe and style, these are some of the looks that I've come up with, and I really, really love them. They make me feel strong. They make me feel confident. And yes, I'm still working out. Yes, I'm still, you know, working on, you know, my eating routines and making sure that I'm taking care of myself and the baby, because before I was just solely feeding her, breastfeeding, making sure all of her schedules were met, because it was like they wanted her to eat every 1 to 2 hours and every 3 to 4 hours. And I was just like, you know what, I need to find a routine that works best for our household, me and my baby, so that we all are being well taken care of. Not only am I looking on, you know, different websites, but I continue to create different vision boards and mood boards for how I will want myself to look, how I envision my future self. I am dressing the part as the person I see myself becoming. And that's not just with my brand, but that's also just with life, how I want people to see me, how I want to represent myself, how I feel about myself. So maybe there are days when you don't feel like your best. That is when you really want to just dress the part. You're showing up for yourself. It's kind of like faking it till you make it. You have to do that sometimes, because that extra oomph, that push into just being and becoming. And so what comes with that is your mindset shift. Your mind, the way that you view yourself, has to do with how you talk to yourself, how you talk to yourself to other people, how you think about yourself, the things that you're telling yourself. Mindset is everything, guys. Oh my goodness. If I didn't have a strong mindset, then I don't know where I would be. I remember just going through the actual birth. It was traumatizing for me. I had this whole plan on how I wanted my pregnancy to go and how my birth to be, and the pregnancy was a breeze. Like, I had no complications whatsoever. Every appointment was great. I get down to giving birth. I'm practicing all of my movements, all of my breathing exercises, and all of a sudden they're saying that I caught a fever and that they have to do an emergency C-section, and then to have them strap me down and give birth to my daughter in that way, it was just very, very traumatizing because I didn't see it that way. You know, people tell you you have to just be open because you never know what's going to happen. Every birth is different. I was literally born in 15 minutes from my mother, so this was totally different, and you know, I just was not expecting it. So it was coming out of that mental into, okay, now I got to take care of my child. Now I have to take care of myself. Now I have to get back into my brand and my business. And it was just a whirlwind. So I had to do a lot of mindset checks for myself, which consisted of journaling and praying, which consisted of meditating, which consisted of, like I said, going through my wardrobe, seeing what fit, seeing what didn't fit, seeing what I wore that made me feel confident about myself again, and just talking to my fiance, talking to, you know, people who I really care about, talking to my best friend, and those are the people that help me just really see everything's going to be okay. Not only that, but the practices that I'm doing are going to help me move forward in everything that I do. And I feel like overcoming a pregnancy and a birth and just going through those things, people talk about it like, oh, you know, everybody goes through a C-section, and everybody does this, or everybody, it doesn't matter. It's your own personal experience, and you have to figure out how to navigate through that so that you can show up as your best version of yourself. And so I know that I gave like a brief little, you know, synopsis of the steps and tips that I took in order to just overcome that style, confidence, connection. And so I wanted to give you solid tips that really will help you in moving forward. The first one is to find small wins. Everything is a small win. I remember when I finally got her down to take a nap, that was a win for me. I remember when I was able to get into a pair of pants, could not put on during the pregnancy or after giving birth, and then they finally fit. I was like, okay, that's a win. Just really think about the small wins, write them down, and celebrate yourself. The small wins add up to big wins, and you just never know how much a small win can really make you feel good. When you just take a moment to be present and really just feel how good that is, that you actually accomplished something that you didn't know that you could before, or that you were really working towards and it was a goal of yours. The next one is style and self-care. Self-care is so important. Waking up, washing your face, doing your morning routine, journaling, meditating, working out. I am finally able to work out again. I've been doing Pilates, I've been doing strength training, I've been just doing HIIT workouts. I've been doing it all. Yes, I was doing that before, you know, my pregnancy, and I was doing it some during my pregnancy, but I'm finally able to really just get back into the flow of things, and that really helps me mentally as well. Working out is one of the best things that you can do for your self-care. It really makes you just feel rejuvenated and like fresh after a great workout or a great sweat or even just a nice stretch. Even while I'm breastfeeding, I have to make sure that I'm eating the right foods, not just for my baby, but for myself. Like eating oatmeal in the morning, I realized it helped me with producing more milk, or just drinking certain teas, or I've even been juicing and doing different things that I know will cleanse my skin and make sure that I'm getting all the nutrients that I need in order to be energized and aware and awake and present for my family and for my business and for all the things that I've set out for myself to do. All right, and the next one is going to be self-talk. How are you talking to yourself, guys? Like, are you staying positive? Are you telling yourself, I can do this? I know that if I write down my to-do list and I knock off 1 or 2 things a day, I'm going to make my goal, or I am going to accomplish this next step in whatever it is that you're desiring to do. How are you talking to yourself? Are you staying positive? Are you self-sabotaging yourself? These are the things that are so important, because how you talk to yourself is how you show up. And you want to make sure that you're staying positive. You want to make sure that even if you're having a rough day, you're still affirming yourself, because if you're not doing that for yourself, nobody else is going to. And if there is someone in your corner that is, you have to first believe it within yourself before you'll even accept what they're saying. So you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself in that way, and the things that you're saying, because that exudes energy. and energy is everything. So you have to make sure that whatever you're doing, you are being loving to yourself, you're being kind to yourself, you're being gentle with yourself. And sometimes you need to be hard with yourself too. I am very hard on myself sometimes. A lot of people tell me that I'm like not a busybody, but I feel like I gotta get stuff done. And so having a child, moving, all of these things in less than 2 months, I felt like was a moment where I really needed to sit down and just plan. And sometimes that planning can be just self-talk. What are the things that I can do once I'm able to really be active, or once I'm able to really be back to what I know that I'm capable of doing? What are those things that I can do? Sometimes it looks like that. So it's just taking the time to really understand where you are, and again being gentle with yourself and knowing that everything is going to work out in its time, in God's timing. Let me tell you about the power of positive self-talk and being present and aware and understanding of what you desire in life, what your heart is telling you, and trusting God, like literally. So I will backtrack and let you know how self-talk works. In 2022, I started a skincare line. I moved to New York to run the skincare line, and I also wanted that year to be a year of isolation. It was still the pandemic, and it was just it was shut down in New York. I was living in LA, moved to New York. That year, I said I just want to journal, I want to meditate, I want to talk to God, I want to focus on my career, my business. I was also doing my course, which is becoming a stylist, the boot camp. I was able to connect with so many people and help them. Along that time, I was also doing different classes on personal development. I did an Ayanna Van Zandt class. I was reading a ton of books. I was, again, like I said, journaling, meditating, praying to God. I desired so badly to just meet my spiritual soulmate, my partner in life, to buy a home, to have a family. And when I tell you guys, timing is everything. After that year of being in New York, I moved back home to just get settled. I said I want to be settled. My parents are getting older. My grandmother's getting older. I want to be there for them. And I moved into a condo. Not even 3 or 4 months in to moving into the condo, I meet my fiance. That remainder of the year, because we met in the summer to the end of the year, it was just like instant connection. I don't know, it was just so different. By the end of that year, we knew that we wanted to move in together. So we find an apartment, we move into our apartment, get our keys on Valentine's Day of the following year, 2024. And that week I found out I was 6 weeks pregnant. So literally the clock was going fast. When I tell you, the clock was going fast. So within 2024, finding out I was pregnant, we're also engaged, we're moving into our apartment together. By the end of that year, which was literally just a month ago, 2 months ago, giving birth to my daughter and moving into our house, it's like self-talk, creating your vision board, all the things, self-care, all the things that you do are feeding, you're planting seeds. Like you are literally planting seeds, and it will grow. It will grow if you just continue to stay faithful, believe in yourself, be aware of the things that you're saying to yourself, and just trust God, y'all. I'm telling you, the timing, He knows the perfect timing. So as long as you're consistent and committed, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you desire these things, or if you desire that, it is going to happen for you. And then I know I just kind of rambled, but I wanted to just share that. That's like a testimony for me. So I really wanted to share that with you. The last step is comfort and style balance. Coming out of postpartum, I want to be comfortable. Yes, my outfits are cute, but I have my casual outfits too. My leggings, my t-shirts, things that I can throw on, baby spitting up. Don't want to get that messed up on my nice stuff. Like, I have different things that I like to prepare and wear and feel confident in. And that even goes down to, you know, my workout routine clothes, or, you know, the things that I'm going to sleep in. I want to feel good. I want to see, you know, the transition in my body. And I want to have everything that I wear represent me in a way, like I said, that I know is me. So again, that's in what I work out in. That's in what I sleep in. That's in what I'm taking care of my baby in. That's in what I'm wearing when I'm going out. That's what I'm wearing when I'm running my business and my brand. Like, all of these things, the style of it all, the cohesive of it all, the colors, all of those things, they matter. And so they matter because it's how I feel, it's how I want to represent myself. I feel like even if I'm just throwing on a t-shirt, like today I have on black. Black is strong, it's confident, it's bold, it's luxury, it's rich. These are things that you think about when you are representing your brand or your personal style. So I want you guys to really know that when you're going through your closet, when you're pulling things out, when you're putting things back in, think about how you want people to feel when they see you, how you want to feel when you look in the mirror. In my course, I also have a color chart where it tells you what each color represents and stands for, and how the person will feel when they see it. I think that's so important. You can Google it as well. Just Google what are the meanings of colors, or what is a meaning color chart, and I promise you all of the colors and their meanings will come up. And just think about that. What do you want to represent? I love the bright, airy, and the neutral colors in my home, and the soft tones and the grays, and, you know, the taupes and the white bright colors, and it's just very luxury and bold, but also soft and inviting and warm. And that's what I really, you know, feel I am, and my brand represents that, because that's who I am. My brand is me. So I really make sure to hone into who I personally am and just let that overflow. So to sum it up, that is where I've been these past couple weeks, months. I just wanted to give you a quick update, but also just some tips and insightfulness that I've experienced myself, and that I hope will help you too. I will be sharing much more information on this, not just style, but again, like my past videos, you've seen styling information, and, you know, how I created a brand. And the most important is your mindset and the things that you can do to overcome whatever you may be going through, whatever transition you may have in life. I want to be there to help you each step of the way, because sometimes it can be hard, and sometimes you just need someone there to talk to, or to help you along the way with maybe the steps you need to take next, or just to feel good. If you like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Share this video with someone that you feel it may help, someone that you love, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.